run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. On the ground, it's Jordan. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to get the first through the air. It's caught. Racing down the left side. The 10. Touchdown Gators! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Flushed out of the pocket. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Dangerous return man grabs it inside his 30. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. On the run, it's Jordan. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
To the air, it's Underwood. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. There he goes. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Gators look to keep this drive humming with the run on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for this offense. Back to pass. He wants it all. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go for it. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the touchdown, Florida. What a play, not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy, because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was no...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Turning it on. The 20. A huge gain on that one before he the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Grabbed in the end zone and put 6 on the board.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Inside the 30, and here he comes. He made the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. He's going to let it go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He'll do it himself. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw. Gonna let it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On fourth down, looking to pass. He'll take another shot here. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The give to the back. It's a seam wide open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Backed up now, here's second and long. races ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Caught close to the marker, it's Jackson. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They'll give it to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Here comes the heat. Looking for room at the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Fires into the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
QB draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Flips it out on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. The give from the gun. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch near the 50. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going for it all. Makes a grab for a big play. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we could just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Makes the grab, it's Jackson. Smash! Headed to the end zone. Touchdown time! And that one will put him up here in the second half. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Looking for space, it's Jordan. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, and let him do the rest.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. Touchdown Gators! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the grab. It's Jackson. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Great job, too, by the Q there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Quick completion on the out. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll run it from the gun. Out of space. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Got a man, it's Humphries. Ripping through the defense. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
Looking for a crease, it's Berry. Touchdown, Alabama! And they moved out front here in the 4th. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding. Makes
the catch inside his 30, and here he comes. they hadn't gotten him there, he might still be running. He's down at the 47. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And he splits the uprights, and we're tied in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. On the move at the 30. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
In this offense, they got another positive gain, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first.
He's loose. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Berry. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that's nice by the running back there, showing you his experience and his self-control, because a lot of guys would have tried to bounce that football to the outside, but he understands the assignment. We're in the middle of the field. We need to stay in the middle of the field to give our kicker the best field position and angle possible to go and kick this game-winning field goal.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out, and they decide to trot out the kicker. Short field goal for the game. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really count? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it from here for